And our last property for today is our power property. Right? If I have one base with two exponents, so all of the other ones so far have had two bases, right? Those last couple. But this one, what if I only have one base and it has two exponents? Right? That means that I need to say I'm going to multiply those exponents together. Okay. 5 to the third to the fourth power is 5 to the 3 times 4, and 3 times 4 is 12. So I get 5 to the 12th power. Oh my goodness, that's going to be a huge number if I multiply 12 fives together. Right? This would be an example of one where a lot of times a textbook would just leave it like that instead of writing this really, really big number. But the really big number that we get is 244,140,625. What if I have variables? Right? I use the same rule. When I have two exponents like that right next to each other, I need to multiply them together. 3 times 11, and 3 times 11 is 33. Or finally, what if I have numbers and variables with that exponent on the outside, right? My rule there is I still need to multiply, but first I need to distribute it to everything inside the parentheses. So I need to do 6 to the 4th. I need to do x to the 4th to the 4th. I need to do y to the 8th to the 4th, and finally z to the 4th, right? I multiply exponents together. So 4 times 4, 8 times 4, 1 times 4, right? But when it comes to whole numbers with exponents, right, then I still need to do 6 times 6 times 6 times 6. So that gives me 1,296. And then x to the 4 times 4 was 16. Y to the 8 times 4 is 32. And z to the 1 times 4 was just z to the 4th. So trying a couple with the power property yet. Right? So really getting used to those 5 properties. Okay, we're just going to practice these more yet tomorrow also. So get some questions answered today, making sure that we're getting at least 20 out of 25 of those problems correct for credit for today.